you have been to any WSU sporting event in the last 2 years, you may have noticed a loud and rowdy fan sitting in the front row of said event. And you may ask yourself, who is that guy? Well, his name is Brenden Potts, and he is WSU's biggest sports fan. Whether it's rainy, sunny, or snowy, you can always depend on Brenden Potts to be one of the first in line at either a basketball game, a football game, and for a volleyball game. At women's basketball games, you can usually find Brenden at the front of the line to get into Beasley Coliseum. When the doors open, he always walks straight down to the corner seat right where the players come out. According to him, he sits in there for a particular reason.
I've told many players and many people that's the best seat in the house, and it's right by the tunnel where you get to high-five the players, and it's turned into this big thing where that's unofficially my seat, and I am just honored that everybody in Beasley thinks that way.
Brenden has witnessed many great moments in that seat, including this one where Charlize Ledger-Walker scored her 1,000th point. Brenden has become synonymous with the women's basketball team over the years. He has built many personal relationships with members of the team, but how did those relationships start?
Yeah, I mean, I sat in the same seat for every game, and they kind of recognized that. And you know, you got it when you want to create these kinds of relationships with the players. You have to first understand that they're people first, and they are people before they are players. And so I took that into consideration, and I started with creating a relationship with one player, and then another player, and then it just kind of built over the season, and onto another season to what it is now.
The women's basketball players aren't the only athletes Brenden has developed personal relationships with at WSU. He started attending volleyball games at WSU and put the same level of effort into his fandom as he would any other WSU team. Head volleyball coach Jen Greeny expressed what it means to her and the team to have a fan like Brenden at the games.
Kind of that sense of family that I talk about, we want that with our crowd as well. I mean, that's why we stick around after the matches. That's how you create great fans and a great fan base. So we're happy that Brenden actually got out his senior year, and it's, you know, better late than never.
Brenden also took it upon himself to write a personal thank you letter to some of the players on the team. One of those players was WSU libero Carly Basham, who expressed what receiving that letter meant to her.
It meant the world. I think especially just like his words in there, and just him showing me and telling me how much of an impact that I as well had on him was just huge. Because I mean, like, I feel like you can kind of tell, but it's just different whenever you see it and hear it in person, and just knowing that like what we do on the court can have that big of an impact on him just makes me want to go 10 times harder for him and our fans every single day.
No matter what the sport is, Brenden always gives it his all for the members of the team and the other fans in attendance. Reporting in Pullman, I'm Derek Joseph, Murrow News 8.